What's up, guys? John the Morgile here, checking in for a quick my 2 cents on the assassination attempt on El Trumpo. So I've had several people reaching out to me asking my opinion on, was that a real event? Was it staged? Well, I'm not going to go all in on this, but let's just say the idea of shooting an assault rifle over 100 yards and grazing someone's ear is pretty unbelievable, man. For the trajectory just to hit his ear from that distance is completely unbelievable. If you've ever shot firearms and you understand how those things go, it's practically impossible to get a headshot, right? To hit someone in the head area that doesn't kill them, especially from that distance. Am I going to come out and say that it was staged? Well, in my opinion, Trump is played by an actor wearing a fat suit, So shows how crazy I am. And, I'm not a Biden supporter by any stretch of the imagination, right? Certainly no Trump supporter, because these guys fall into the left-right paradigm, right? The false dichotomy that is the two wings of the political beast, two wings of the same beast, right? So I don't really get too much into politics. I don't vote. I think it's a waste of time, and I don't want, the blood on my hands. I don't want to be involved in the antics of these presidents, as if the president has any power in the long run. The deep state is the one making the decisions for the long term, like what wars we're in, allowing the non-federal, non-reserve bank to continue stealing our wealth like they've been doing for over 100 years. The political parties are just there to keep the cartel going, right? And so as much as, people seem to really love Trump for some reason because he's a man of the people, right? At the end of the day, he hasn't done anything and hasn't mentioned doing anything about the big problem we have with the Federal Reserve, which really that's the number one domestic enemy that the American people face is the Federal Reserve. They've been committing treason on the American people since 1913 or whatever, since the Federal Reserve Act, right? So in that regard, I'm not a Trump supporter, I'm not a Biden supporter, but do I think that what happened, yesterday or whatever with the pew-pew, was that legit? I don't think so, man. I'm pretty sure that was staged. But what do I know? I wasn't there. At the end of the day, the whole thing's staged, though, right? Politics is a staged thing. Like, the world is a stage, and they're all playing their part. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I figured I'd get my 2 cents out there, but thank God dude's all right. If he was actually shot at and grazed like that, I'm glad he's fine. I just don't believe it. Peace, y'all.